We've all seen it. A person suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. But I believe it speaks to a much larger issue that I want to get into with you, because I don't think Democrats either they don't see it, can't see it, or won't see it. But in any event, I don't think they have a remedy. Their party is crumbling. All right. It's Thursday, April 4th, 2024. I'm Stuart Allister. We've all seen it. Look at this guy. This is what stage 4 Trump derangement syndrome looks like. Now, before I show you the video, I must warn you. Again, there is some foul language toward the end, and I didn't bleep it out because I think it lends to the authenticity, and it's only one word. It wasn't, egregious. Anyway, before we get to the video, why don't you wreck that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and press that notification bell so you never miss an episode.
Are you kidding me, law enforcement? Are you kidding me? Tonight in Grand Rapids, multiple law enforcement officers stood behind Donald Trump as he spoke. People that are elected officials like sheriffs, others hired to protect and enforce the law for the entire citizenry, not for a political party, explicitly forbidden from being a partisan authoritarian police force standing on stage, entirely unethical, probably illegal, on top of which Donald Trump has been indicted 91 times. He's liable for sexual assault. His entire business was found to be fraudulent. And law enforcement has the fucking gall to stand on stage with him. Enough is enough. Are you?
If you've been following my channel, you have an answer to all of this. The indictments, the fraudulent claims of fraud. If you've been following my channel, you have rational answers to all of that. This person is unhinged. And this is the type of person that you don't engage. Like when you see this guy, this is the guy that's on the corner, going ballistic, with his pants falling down. And he's, you don't engage these people. He is blown off the hinges. Now, before I get to what I believe is happening to the Democratic Party, I'd like to show you this. That's Obama. And those are all law enforcement agents standing right behind him. And I believe that may even be at the White House. How is that possible? Wait a minute. That's another issue with law enforcement agents standing behind the president. This time, it looks like it's on the south lawn of the White House. Huh, well, that just doesn't make any sense. Well, hold on a minute. Oh my goodness gracious, these are more law enforcement agents standing with Barack Hussein Obama. Did that lunatic know about this? My guess is, and it's only a guess, no. Primarily because media really didn't cover Barack Hussein Obama the way they covered Donald Trump. You see, Obama was more like a saint than a politician. Barack Hussein Obama was somebody that could, well, do no wrong. Everything that he did, well, it was golden. Even if it were garbage, it was golden garbage. gutting the middle class, slapping regulations on business after business after business, forcing them to leave the country, taking their jobs along with them. I believe what we have seen in the last 3 years under Biden is in stark contrast to the 4 years we had under Donald Trump. And everyone can see it. You can't hide it. It is the most recent where everyone was doing well. Well, that brings us to this story. Carville. Young men are leaving the Democratic Party in droves. Numbers are horrifying. You mean people are leaving? You mean people don't want to be associated with the Democratic Party, particularly young men? What does this mean? Hold on a second. James Carville. I've been very vocal about this. It's horrifying. Our numbers among younger voters, particularly younger Black and younger Latinos and whatever younger people of color, particularly males. We're not shedding them. They're leaving in droves. We're not shedding them. They're leaving in droves. I wonder if it has anything to do with the deranged person I just showed you. Do you really want to be associated with that? Take that into consideration, and then also take this into consideration. If you're a young man who, let's say you just graduated from college and you wanted to start a business, or let's say you didn't go to college and the reason you didn't go is because you wanted to start a business, and you're finding this environment increasingly difficult to do so. Well, what if you want to, I don't know, start a family? You had the audacity to find a gal and fall in love, but now you can't afford a home. It would almost be cruel to have children. Cruel to the children. I mean, there was a time where a young college grad, could go out and buy a home and start a family. And so if you're a young man and those are your, ambitions, Joe Biden is making it very, very difficult. The Democratic Party, in fact, they're making it very, very difficult. They're allowing lunatics to roam the streets. Do you know? And I didn't cover it because it was just too ridiculous. But there was a couple who were found with hacked up body parts from an elderly couple. There was so much blood, they said, that the blood it was in the pipes underneath the home. They had hacked this couple up. And guess what? They were released. This is what's happening under Democratic rule. And Carville is saying, I don't know what to do. It's horrifying. Look what he says. He says, we're not shedding them. Every now and again, there's a wave and people want to go with that person or they want to leave for this party. He says, they're leaving. They're leaving. Well, James, the reason may be most of those young Latino and young Black men don't believe men can get pregnant. Well, that's a problem for your party because your higher ups do believe it. You see, You are selling something that no one wants to buy. You're not selling jobs. You're definitely not selling security. In fact, you were doing the exact opposite. And if you're a black minority, you know that the influx of illegals has a detrimental effect on your job prospects, particularly when you're just getting into the job market. But when you have people who are suffering from Trump derangement syndrome like this person, you got to wonder, what is he talking about? See, if you follow my channel, you know the whole fraud thing in New York. Well, that was a summary judgment. It was a crooked judge, and you got a crooked AG. But he believes if there's an indictment, well, therefore, you must be guilty. You see, if you've been following my channel, you know that the whole RICO statutes in Georgia is bunk. Because you know that what he's being accused of, even if he did do it exactly like they said he did it, is not illegal. In fact, it is protected by the Constitution. But when you have people like this running out there, running interference for the Democratic Party, well, let me ask you, if you're a young person, do you really want to be associated with a person like this? I mean, is this a guy you want to go have a cup of coffee with? I certainly won't. Anyway, I think the Democrats have a real big problem. It's their own policies. Their open borders. They're sending billions and billions of dollars to foreign powers when people are struggling here. You can give that money to entrepreneurs that want to do something, in their own neighborhood, for their own community. But no, you got to give it to Ukraine because, after all, that money laundering scheme has been paying big dividends to Wall Street. We've all seen it. People suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. And as far as I can tell, when they're at stage 4, what you just saw, it's pretty much rest in peace. All right, that's it for now. Hey, if you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe. And if you're following me on Rumble, please press that follow button. And until the next time, God bless.